From the Oklahoman newsroom, it's time for the Energy FC Weekly Update. I'm Jenny Carlson here in studio with Miguel Gonzalez. Hey, Miguel, how are you?
Nice to be here.
Yeah,
Thanks.
Glad to have you. Lots to talk about, but we're not actually going to be talking about Swope Park. You guys were supposed to play up there on Saturday, game postponed. You at least didn't travel up there before the postponement. How did that change things? How did that change the week for you guys?
It was good. We got a little extra work done on Friday, before we were supposed to leave, and then got the weekend off. So it was good to get away from the field a little bit and get our minds right for this next game.
Is that just a physical sort of recovery time? Is that how that time is used by guys, or do you start to focus on St. Louis a little bit earlier?
Yeah, a little, like, physically and mentally too. Just getting away from the game sometimes a little bit is good, and yeah, we're hungry, ready to get back, and ready for the game against St. Louis.
Yeah, you guys, I know last year you started the season, you had a lot of open time between some matches early in the season, but this year you've been pretty consistent week to week, so having that extra time off, I have to think that's just a welcome reprieve for you guys.
Yeah, oh yeah, that definitely helps us out, and something that we needed, just to get, like I said, get fresh and be ready to go for St. Louis.
And if everybody remembers the weekend, it was windy. You guys just got to chill and not be out in those conditions. That has to be tough to train in.
Yeah, it's a little tough. I mean, we're talking about that, and it's the wind, because it throws you off a little bit, and just the weather, but at the end of the day, we got to play through it, and that's what we do. Yeah,
who knows? It could be pretty windy on Saturday night when St. Louis comes to town, 7 p.m. start. First time you guys have played them since 2016, because where they are geographically, they switch back and forth in conferences. Last year, they were in the Eastern Conference, but you guys played them last in 2016. They've been a tough team to go against for you guys, 0-1-5 against them. What makes them a challenge for you guys? I
think just the competition, and I feel like those games are close just because, they're a close rival, that we look at, and you can tell by the stats, a lot of ties, a lot of hard-fought games, and, that's what we're expecting this Saturday, but we also got to bring our best game and, take it to them.
What do you expect to be important when it comes to keys to this match? Like I said, you guys had that longer than expected break between games. I have to think you're rested. But what's key against those guys? I
think just being sharp defensively, and also, being critical in the attack. I think that's something that we've been trying to work on and getting set for this season, and I think that will help us in this game.
A guy that's going to look familiar to Energy fans will be on the other side of the field. This time around is Sam Fink. He's with St. Louis now, having signed in the offseason, was with the Energy last season. And people may remember that in your first round playoff game against Reno, he actually gets hit in the eye when you guys go to Reno, win that game in a hard-fought 1-0 match. Some of their fans got a little
rowdy,
angry,
to say the least.
Yeah. What do you remember of that situation?
Yeah, it was an unfortunate situation, where we're at the end of the game, he gets hit by a bottle and, gets hurt. And, we talk about how we want the fans to be passionate about the game and, get us going, but there's a line that we shouldn't cross to where, like, a player gets hurt or someone, gets hurt. And, that's where I think the league is starting to take measures, because of in Phoenix they kind of pulled us back when something similar was going to happen. So that's good. It's good to see that happening.
Good came out of that bad situation. Unfortunately, Sam wasn't able to play the rest of the playoffs with you guys after that injury, but Reno looks into the incident, determines what happened, and then they made a donation to the Down Syndrome Association of Central Oklahoma. Sam's sidekick from last year, the buddy special needs buddy program that you all have with special needs kids here, was a member of the Down Syndrome Association, made a donation. So some good came out of that. It does sound like the league's pretty serious about how fans treat you guys.
It's good. It's good when you see those kinds of things, and they made it right by doing something like that, and something that makes us see that they're helping out, and that they care about that. So that's good. It's good to see that.
I know this happens from time to time, but to see a guy on the other side of the field that you played with last year, is that weird? Is that fun? What is that for you guys?
I mean, we see it a lot, in our sport, that happens, and it's fun for the fans to, see a familiar face, but now on the other side of the field, and for us, to go against them, it's always a competition, you never want to let an old teammate win, or, you always want to win. So that's what we're looking for, and hoping to get the best out of them.
Yeah, and obviously it'd be a great moment for you guys to get that first win against St. Louis since they're back in the conference. That'd be a huge confidence boost, I would think.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's what we're looking for mainly too. We want to bounce back from the last tough couple games that we've had, and what a great way to do it here at home.
All right, 7 o'clock is the start time on Saturday night at Taft. If you want ticket information, game information, go to energyfc.com for all those details. And be sure to stay with the best coverage team anywhere at newsok.com and every day in the Oklahoma.